Welcome to the last ever Danganronpa update. Now that sounds scary. It doesn't mean that we're forgetting about Danganronpa. It means that I'm not going to do an annual update on Danganronpa. That doesn't make any sense. But I feel like it has been a while since you played Danganronpa, and it was a very integral part of the channel. So I want to talk about it here. Let's talk about, first of all, Raincode. Raincode is a game that I am so excited to play. I haven't looked much into it. Not going to look much into it because I actually want to be surprised by everything. That's why I like to do playthroughs. That will be played in October when the actual release of the re-release comes out. I think that just makes perfect sense. Let's play the game when it re-releases and when it's at its peak. It's the full re-release. It's like a director's cut. It has all the DLC that you guys have played. So instead of buying the DLC and the game, I can get everything in one package, I suppose. It just makes perfect sense to play the re-release and wait for that time. It's only a few months away, literally at this stage, 2 months away until we're playing Raincode, and I think that makes perfect sense to do that. I could play it on the Switch and it would be perfect. It would be a great game. It'd be a fantastic game. There's no difference really. But the only difference would be is just why not just play the version? If I'm going to be playing full price for it anyway, pay for the re-release they're doing on other consoles as well. I don't know. I think that makes sense to me. That makes perfect sense to me. Second off, Donganronpa Another. It's not fully translated, but I have it downloaded. Everything is downloaded. The patches are downloaded, so it's not fully translated. The side stuff is not downloaded. You guys have told me that on YouTube there are the side stuff translated. All the side stuff is translated on YouTube. But I think the better idea would be to do is to actually put my drawing iPad somehow on a stand or something and have it pointing at the screen so I can translate it live. So I can just read it. So I don't have to look over to YouTube and transfer over and keep swapping back and forth. We can just look at the side stuff live while it's happening. I think I might actually make for a very crazy playthrough, and it's actually one of my biggest worries is how comfortable would that playthrough be, because I think comfort is a really important thing for me. Just sitting down with my controller and playing my game, it's always a very, very fun thing to me. So I can't really promise that we're gonna play that right away. I think it'd be very silly for me to be we're gonna play Donganronpa Another very soon and then not get around to it. And it's not because I don't want to play it, it's because I do want to make sure I have a setup where we're playing that game where we can get fully immersed and it's not kind of awkward, if that makes sense. The next game is Your Turn to Die. Your Turn to Die has been suggested for a long time. There ain't much issues with playing this game. It's not finished yet, so I'll just say that it is on the Let's Play list and we will be playing it at some stage in the future. There's no doubt about it. It is on the Let's Play list. It's been on there for a while. It's actually really inexpensive to buy on Steam too, so there's no issue with this at all. We're going to be playing this at some point. The Donganronpa anime. I think the solution that we're going to have to do with this at some point is to watch 3 episodes in a row, have you guys sync it up, and have you guys watch it that way, because it has the ability to get channels blocked. It does. And I know this from experience because I played the first Danganronpa game, and one of the first cutscenes in Danganronpa gets your video blocked from most people seeing it around the world because it features a scene that is similar to one in the anime that's taken from the anime takes from that, I believe. It's a very similar scene that's shown in the anime. So anything that has the anime in it usually does get blocked. I know this from experience because it actually happened to me. So maybe I upload a video where we watch 3 episodes in a row, 3 or 4 episodes in a row. I tell you guys to start the sync here, end the sync here. I can watch it on Crunchyroll, and that's probably the best way to do the Danganronpa anime, because I do want to watch it. I do want to get into this, and it's one of those things that's been on the back of my mind forever at this stage. It probably just makes a lot of sense to do it that way than actually just put up an edited version, because I know for a fact I can edit a version out, and the way I do playthroughs, I always include everything. So I think a lot of people would be kind of disappointed by that. The Nonary games. This isn't Danganronpa, of course, or even Danganronpa related, but I think it does have kind of a very similar vibe in terms of choices and killing games and things like this. And I played 999, but I only played it back in 2018. I don't remember really a large, even a small amount. I remember bits and pieces, backgrounds and character designs. But I feel I haven't done all the full choices. I only did one playthrough on my Vita before I moved on to something else. And it wasn't because I didn't like it, I think. I think it was because it was I bought so many games at the time on a Vita sale, and I was okay, let's see what other games I can play here. I even talked about with my my viewers at the time how I played the second game and the 3D animation kind of put me off a bit. But people told me that even though the 3D animation is a bit jarring at first, you not only get used to it, but you actually have a really good story underneath that as well. It's something that is kind of a change you do have to get used to. So I would like to play the Nonary games on the channel. I think it'd be really fun. It kind of reminds me of the Phoenix Wright games that I love to play so much as well. So we will probably get around to playing those as well. They're on the Let's Play list. They are on the Let's Play list, and I own them. So it would be kind of silly not to use them to play with you guys. Last Defense Academy. yeah, there's not much else I can say about this other than we are going to be playing this game. It's a game that like is another game from the Donganronpa team, at least the Donganronpa creator. Some really cool designs. Probably going to have a really cool story as well. A lot of people are calling it Danganronpa 4. Some people are calling it Danganronpa 5. But regardless, yeah, there was no doubt in my mind that I was going to be playing this at some point. There was no doubt in my mind. The reason I wanted to make this video today was just because I do get some Danganronpa people every once in a while, and I don't want to neglect that part of the channel ever. It's just that obviously once we finished V3, it was kind of difficult. There's other games I do want to try out, like the kind of sillier games that are on there, like Danganronpa is a S, and like the other side games, like the beach games. I think that might be really fun to play too. But I think the next game we're going to be playing in the Danganronpa like universe, and I say universe because like obviously it's not Danganronpa, it's a different franchise, but like Raincode is probably the next game that we're going to be playing, and it's going to be in October for sure is when we're playing Raincode, and I'm actually so excited for that. That's literally just 2 months away as well. 2 months away to play Raincode. I know I'm staying away from it. I stay away as much as I can from it. I couldn't even tell you the main character's name. I couldn't tell you the plot. I couldn't tell you. Because I stay away from games that I'm not playing at the moment. And I feel that's the best way to do it. And that's the best way I can play a game with you guys too. So I hope you guys enjoy this and understanding this. This is not going to be happening again. I wanted to make this video just because it's been so long since Danganronpa even really had a full peep, apart from maybe Romer's React. But I still get comments about Danganronpa all the time, and I do appreciate that because it was a big part of my life, and Danganronpa V3 means the absolute world to me. All the Danganronpa games, I played every Danganronpa game like at a very weird time in my life, and they all just mean so much to me, and those characters mean so much to me. Tyfire 2, JB Bull, Jada the Banana, The Ghost of Itazuma, Felicious Felix, George Candelaria, Eskun, Yule, Radish, Fruity, Anusta, Shabbatterbed, Malcolm Day, V Mika, Death Trap, and Lynx Mercury. I'll see you guys very soon.